Recording in progress. Hi, welcome in everybody. I'll be starting in about 7 minutes, dead on 3 o'clock Eastern. If you have any questions, please use the question and answer. If not, just chat away in the chat. No self promotion. And this webinar is going to be focusing on Go High Level and connecting Go High Level and features of Go High Level to your apps in Famous. So that's what we'll be covering. By all means, ask any questions in the questions and answers system, and we'll be starting promptly in, I guess, just about 5.5 minutes time. So while you're waiting, if you're already using Go High Level, just let me know in the chat. If you're not using Go High Level or don't even know what Go High Level is, let me know in the chat. If you're working on a famous project, let me know in the chat. Just let me know where you're at in the process. What are you up to? How can I help you today? Today I am testing something new. I am simultaneously streaming through Zoom, through my normal Zoom webinar system, but we're also live on YouTube. And I'm hoping this is going to give me the ability to make sure that my lives are uploaded in a timely manner, because they'll be there right from when I finish. So we'll see how it goes. But yes, some of you are joining me on Zoom, on my regular Wednesday Zoom meeting, and others are on my YouTube channel, is um, which is youtube.com/at AI app builders. If you, it's actually there on the screen. So if you are not one of those 903 people that have subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Then you'll get notified of any of the helpful videos that I upload. You'll also be notified of all the unhelpful videos I upload too. But please support the channel by subscribing. That will work well for everybody. And you'll also get to see the number update on the screen, which, you know, took me a while to program that, so that'll be good. All right, so who have we got? Where are you all from? Let me know where you're from, and in about 1.5 minutes time, we are going to get started. Southern California, nice. I am not sure how far south San Diego is. I presume that's kind of south because you can drive to Mexico from San Diego, but I am in San Diego from Sunday till next Friday, working with a client that I've been developing an app for, and we are going to be launching that next week. So I shall be in San Diego from Sunday night, enjoying the San Diego weather as opposed to the horrible hot weather here in Texas. So LA, California, okay. Virginia. Now Virginia's East Coast. You'll have to forgive me, Robert. My geography of the US consists of Texas, New York, and anywhere there's a Disney, i.e. California and Florida. I guess I know where Seattle is as well. That's kind of cool. And I know where Chicago is. I know where Atlanta is because that's a Delta hub and I only fly Delta. So, all right, we've got 15 seconds until we start. I love to start my webinars on time. So, like I say before, I'll save that for when we start. Okay, welcome everybody to this week's Go High Level Connecting to Vibe Coded Apps. That's the subject of my Wednesday webinar, is how do you use Go High Level to get the best out of your apps. And what I wanted to do first of all is show you something I added to one of my apps yesterday, which I'm doing completely within a feature of Go High Level. I'm going to show you that in a second, but let's just do some housekeeping. By all means, use the chat, but don't use the chat for questions. If you have questions, please use the question and answer system within the Zoom. If you're on YouTube, today is the first time I've been live streaming to YouTube, and I haven't yet worked out how I can see the YouTube chat live at the set. Well, I think I'm seeing it, but no one's actually said anything in the YouTube chat. So if you're asking questions in YouTube and I don't see them, I apologize. I will get better at the YouTube streaming part. Oh, I just realized you can't see me. Here we go. Here I am. I wasn't hiding, I promise. So use the chat for chat. Don't use the chat for self-promotion. Use the question and answers for question and answers. And if you're on YouTube, put them in the chat and hopefully I will see it. So YouTube is about 35 seconds behind Zoom. So if you're chatting and I don't see it, then wait a minute. And if I still haven't seen it, then wave your hands around, although that's not going to help either. Anyway, let's move on. So I have set up a brand new Trustpilot site for my services, and what I wanted to do is put the reviews that I'm getting in Trustpilot into my website. So let me show you how I've done that. I've done it all with Go High Level. So I'm going to show you how I did it. First of all, for those of you that have worked with me and you like me, here is my Trustpilot address. If you do want to leave a review, I would love that. But only if you've worked with me. I'm not interested in fake reviews. I have 4 of them at the moment, and Trustpilot is reducing my rating because I only have 4, and I'm happy with that because I want every single one to be a real amazing review. But let's go and have a look at my website, aiapp.builders. And you'll see on the website, if we scroll down here, all the way down, oh, do you know what? I didn't publish. So let's go ahead and go into the actual app itself. So you'll see here, I sent it as a schoolboy error there, not publishing a change. And let's go ahead and publish it and then come here and refresh. I'll put the address for this in the chat as well, so you can follow along. Now, this site is a site that I set up when I first started this whole famous support solution way back in May. Then I got really super busy and haven't done anything with it. And now I look at it and think, oh my goodness, this site is the ugliest site in the whole wide world. So please, I apologize. But this is the part that I wanted to show you. And what this is using is Go High Level's reputation feature. And in Go High Level, you can set up your various different channels that you're expecting to get reviews from. So I've set up two. I've set up Trustpilot and Facebook. I want to collect my reviews only on one of those, but I didn't want to lose this lovely review by John that he left on Facebook back in June. So let me show you how I did this over in Go High Level. Now this is my white label version of Go High Level. If you don't have Go High Level, then I can give you an amazing special offer of just $47 a month for a single sub account. But anyway, this is using the reputation function, which is down here on the left hand side underneath all of the normal CRM stuff. In reputation, you can go to settings. Oh, you only see me. Okay. Well, maybe I should do this. And there we go. Is that better? Okay. So, let's start that again. So, I went to AI App Builders, and we scroll down on AI App Builders, and halfway down the screen, we have these client reviews. So we've got 3 lovely reviews coming in from Trustpilot and 1 from Facebook. Make bigger. I'm not sure I can make it bigger. Well, I guess I could do this. How about that? Is that better? Joanna, is that better? Perfect. Okay, good. All right, so here are the reviews. Now, this is done completely within Go High Level. So here is our Go High Level dashboard. Further down on the left-hand side, we have reputation. And in reputation, this is where we can set up our different integrations. So under settings, and we can set up the review link, and under integrations, this is where I can connect it to all of these different things. So if you run accommodation and you have Airbnb and Booking.com, you can integrate and pull in your reviews to your lovely bed and breakfast website. If you've got an app in the App Store, you can bring in App Store and Google Play reviews. So if you had a website all about that app, then you can add that there. For me, I've connected Facebook and I've connected Trustpilot, those 2 areas there. And then what it does is it pulls in all of those reviews. It can even use AI to respond to those reviews, or you can just do the response manually by clicking on reply. So here I've got 4 reviews, and it's given me a 5.5 average. I'm not sure what this 5.5 out of 5 stars, and I've got 4 reviews that are giving that. Now, it doesn't seem to have updated because I know that my Trustpilot does have another review since I did that. So I need to make sure it's refreshing regularly, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But all of these reviews are coming in automatically from those sources. And so what you do to embed that in your website is go to widgets, and then you can look through the various different styles of the widget. So I'm just going to use this template that was already there, but you can create your own template and decide, what you want where in the template. So here we've got write a review and so forth. You can make them more detailed. You can do different things. I am quite happy with my little default one. I am very lazy as far as designing stuff, and so we have this widget here, which is really nice. It's mobile responsive, so we'll see in the site in a second. When I make it smaller, it looks even better. And as I say, it aggregates all the reviews from all the different people. Now, all we need to do is grab that code. Here is the code. We're going to click copy code, and this is now the embed code, similar to the embed code for a calendar. And what I had originally on my site was a review from one client, and I added it manually, and it wasn't necessarily the best way of doing things, because then I stopped asking other people for reviews, and so therefore it was hard to manage. Now everything's done automatically, and that's exactly what we want to be doing. Is that we want to be doing things automatically. So what I did is I prompt, please replace the review that was in this component with this embed code. That's the only prompt that I gave it. And now instead of the review, I have that lovely little, it's not showing up here because it's an iframe, but I have that lovely little review area. And this, once it gets too many, will then just rotate them around accordingly, keeping obviously the highest reviews up at the top. All right. Okay. I am seeing YouTube comments, so that's cool. Everyone on YouTube, hi and welcome. This is the first time I've ever done YouTube and Zoom at the same time, so thank you for being my first viewers on YouTube. I appreciate that. You don't have a question and answer system on YouTube, so by all means, put your questions in the chat. All right. I don't see any questions from my Zoom people, so if you have any questions on this, please go ahead and ask them. But having that social proof on your website, whether it be an app or just a website, is really kind of important. Now, the other thing I'm going to just quickly do is we're going to go to this website here. This is my old trusty links that I have, and we're going to go ahead and publish that, and I'll give you this URL. So for those of you that have been on my webinars before, this is my what I call Linktree page, and I'll put the address for this in the chat. I should be able to put it, where's my mouse gone here? I should be able to put it in both the Zoom, the YouTube chat and the Zoom chat. There we go. I'm learning. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to add the reviews to this site here. So we'll show you how we do that. So first we're going to copy the code, then we're going to go into Facebook, and then we're going to say underneath the social links section, please add these embedded reviews using this embed code. And then we paste in the code and send off the prompt. Simple as that. All right. Okay. Still no questions. Tell me in the chat, are you using Go High Level? What are you doing with Go High Level? What would you like to do with Go High Level that you haven't worked out? Adam says, this question is off topic, but when I was building an app, it stopped, and now I can't get it to work. The app builder does different things every time I attempt to fix it. Okay, well, if in the next few minutes we don't get any Go High Level questions, we could look further into that. Do you have a public published URL so we can see what the app is doing? So if you haven't already published it, click publish and then give me that. Okay. If you would like me to look into it, then you can give me a URL that allows me to look at the app. But other than that, if you want to keep it private, I do done with you calls, which is exactly what this site here is promoting. So if you want, I can jump on a done with you call. It is $197 for an hour and 15 minutes. And I can definitely look over where you got stuck and make sure we push you forward. I put the link to that in the chat. Joanna, you have a question. Do you want to put it in the chat? Because yeah, I need you to publish it. Oh, I see it now, Joanna. Thank you. Adam, I need you to publish it and then give me the deploy pad URL once you've published it, and then I can have a look at it. Can we embed reviews? The same was in AOL funnels in Deal. I don't know anything about Deal and AOL funnels. AOL answer engine optimization funnels at all in Deal. So I'm not sure if Deal takes an embed code. It should do, and then you can just give it the iframe embed. But I have Deal white label, but I have not had enough time to play with it to work it out. What I'm attempting to do right now is start creating AOO funnels within Famous so that it has the right schema format for the answers and the content. And so I haven't got it completely working yet, but you should be able to prompt through and actually create that AOO funnel within Deal. Can I embed reviews the same way in AOO funnels? Yeah, the short answer to that is I don't know. But if you can embed anything, then you can. You just give it the embed code. Oh, if it's a mobile app, Adam, I'm not going to be able to help you. Well, no, actually I can. If it's a mobile app, after the last, let me show you what to look for. Let me go into a mobile app. Here's a mobile app. So after the last fix, click this preview button and then go ahead and give me this URL. You might want to send it just to hosts so it doesn't go to everybody. But yeah, give me the URL from the preview. The other thing you could do is give me the QR code, but that's going to be hard to do in a Zoom webinar because you can't add an image. So, and then I can install it on my phone, but then my phone isn't connected to the Zoom, so then no one will be able to see it. So yeah, get that over to me. Joanna, I'm sorry that wasn't necessarily the answer that you wanted, but I guess go and test it and then let us know at the next webinar. Okay, I have that issue with Famous when attempting corrections. What issue was that, Gwendolyn? Let me know what your issue is that you were having. Thank you, Joanna. You're so sweet. All right, so waiting for Adam's link. And Awesome. Anything else anyone's having issues with, whether it be Go High Level or Famous, I can I can help you with that. Let's go back to Go High Level a second while we're waiting for Adam to get that link to me. In here, there are a number of things that you can do really well. Make sure you're looking at your conversations. Make sure you've got under sites, have you got chat widgets installed on your site so that you can answer your clients. I have messages coming in via text message, messages coming in via email, messages coming in via web chat, and they all excuse me, they all come here into the conversation, so get everything into the same place. I then also have a special little automation for messages, because obviously I don't want to miss any messages. So where is it? Famous referrals. Order placed. Maybe it's on the next screen. Here we go. So this automation here is what keeps me in making sure I don't miss anything. Basically, anytime a customer replies to me, whether it be they replying via SMS, replying via email, replying via web chat, I get an internal notification on the app from Lead Connector, but I also get it sent to my Slack, and in here it's sending the whole message in Slack. So in my Slack channel, I can instantly see what messages, and I use Slack to communicate with my team, so I'm always in Slack. It allows me to keep track of what's going on, and then it gives me a link from Slack back to that message so I can see the rest of the conversation and reply and everything else. So this very simple automation is what keeps me able to respond to people. And then I also have my AI bot called Basil, and he responds to people as well. Famous will break things that I want to use. I'll say when I'm attempting to correct or adjust issues to my previous prompt. Okay, so back to prompting. When you are prompting, you want to, let me come out of this page because I don't want to be messing with that. That's my live app. Let's mess with this one because this doesn't matter if I break it. Well, it does, but I can fix it easily. And in here, what you want to do to affect it, stop it affecting other things, is use what we call a guardrail prompt or a footer prompt that says, once you've got the prompt of what you want to fix, and I'm going to give you my 3-step ingredients for what that prompt should be, you're then going to add, please do not change any of the UI or functions other than the request above. And that way, it's not going to go off and use its initiative to fix stuff that you don't think is actually broken. And you know, it's gone, oh well, I'm gonna make something better. And so here's those 3 steps. Step 1, and you don't need to give them numbers, but I'm doing that for the, let me make this bigger. That's big. All right. So step 1 is, what did I do? Okay. So this is, when I clicked on the home page and then scrolled down, there is a button that says, join the club. When I click on the join a club button, then you get to step 2. What happened? And this is, the button goes to a blank page that has no content and is completely white. Step 3, what should happen? After clicking on that button, I should have gone to the dashboard page that has widget A, widget B, and widget C. And then that is your well-created prompt. What did I do? What happened? What should have happened? And that is what every prompt should include. If you just say, hey, that didn't work, or it's broken, or oh my goodness, you just messed it up, not going to help AI fix it in any way at all. So utilize these. Let me copy and paste these into the chat. I believe you should be able to copy and paste out of the chat. Engrave it in your mind. Draw it on your whiteboard. Every prompt should have this format. What did I do? I went to the user dashboard. What happened? The data in the user dashboard seems to be mock data. What should happen? Please ensure all data is stored in Supabase and don't use mock data for any part of my site. Those 3 steps are going to really, really help. Let me just put my computer on Do Not Disturb so messages stop bleeping at me. Okay, brilliant. So let me just scroll up. Oh no, we've got a question here. Can we embed the reviews into funnels made by GHL, and how, please? So in the AEO funnel, I don't know in Deal because I don't know how that works or if you can even embed code. But in any app that you've developed in Famous, you just simply tell it where you want it and give it the code, and it will put it there for you. So that code can basically go anywhere you can put HTML. That embed code. And they have such a large array of why is this not working? Give me 1 second to get that link one more time. Copy. Paste. Paste. There we go. All right, so this is this is Adam's app. And what were the issues here, Adam? This is exactly what's happening. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, okay, that's Gwendolyn. What's the problem with this app? Let me just make this smaller so it looks more like an app. I'm not quite sure what that's going to do on Zoom or on YouTube, so I apologize. But let's just wait for Mark, not Mark. I keep calling him Mark. Adam, I apologize. Adam, what's happening on this app? What should happen? NFT creator. We should talk. I actually had some NFTs created many years ago, and I've done nothing with them. Create new NFT doesn't do anything. Connect to MetaMask. Just says I've connected. So you're going to use those three. You're going to use those 3 steps. You're going to use those 3 steps to prompt exactly the way you're telling me that there's an issue. You're going to tell the AI. So number 1, when I go to the front page of my app and click on Connect MetaMask, number 2, it seems to create a mock connection and doesn't actually connect to MetaMask. Step 3, please ensure that you connect the app to MetaMask and you ask me for API keys and any other connections that are needed to make this work. And then what it's going to do in the prompt window, it's either going to say over here, please give me your MetaMask API key, or it's going to tell you, please create a Supabase secret. Let me log into Supabase. Okay, I need to be careful here because this isn't my Superbase, but the system's going to be the same. You're going to go into Superbase Secrets, and in Superbase Secrets, you're going to create a MetaMask underscore API underscore key, and then put the value in here, click save, and then you're going to take this key name, go to Famous, and say exactly what I just said, which is when I go to the homepage of the app and click connect MetaMask, it is not using the MetaMask API and will not connect. It seems to be using a mock connection. The API key that I'm using is saved in Superbase under MetaMask underscore API underscore key. Please use that for the connection. It has old API keys, but I can't import new ones without putting in the code. Okay, so once you know if you have one already created down here called MetaMask underscore API underscore key, or it could be called something else. I'm just suggesting that's a good name for it. If it's called something else, you're going to copy what it's called, paste it up here, paste in the new value or the correct value, and press save. And then it's going to say, would you like me to overwrite it? And you say yes. And now it's updated. So you can't edit. Once you've got a key down here, and let me just create this because I can delete it afterwards. I can't edit this key. Okay, there's no edit function. So to edit, the value is your API key from MetaMask. However, MetaMask suggests that you're going to connect to them. So if you're setting up OAuth or something so that your users can add their own API key, then you're going to need your a developer API key so that you can set up what they call OAuth, which is the connection for your clients through your developer account. So that's your developer account API key is what's going to go into Superbase. Their accounts are going to be pasted into the app and then stored into a table for API keys. So you might have a table called MetaMask connection, and that's where their API keys will be stored. Okay, so yeah, and if you don't understand MetaMask API, then do a search for MetaMask API OAuth, and there you've got lots of documentation all about connecting to MetaMask and so forth. Now, in the most part, you won't need this because you're going to set up a developer login first of all. That's the first part. Once you've got that developer login, you're going to put your developer API key for OAuth into Superbase, and then the user is going to put their API keys into the front end of your app. Okay. Let me see what this question is. Joanna, I love it. You're always giving me questions. Thank you. How to import a high-level snapshot I got to my high-level account. How to import a high-level snapshot I got to my high-level account. Okay, so in most cases when you get given a snapshot, you'll be given a URL. And you will click on that URL and then it will say, where do you want to import this? And you connect to that. However, you can, where is it? They've moved everything. They move everything all the time. So, yeah, do you have a URL, Joanna, for your... My Superbase doesn't look... sorry, let me deal with Joanna first. Joanna, do you have a URL for the snapshot that you were given? Okay. Phillips.go high level. Okay, that isn't a URL for a snapshot. That's a URL for some landing page. So I'm not signing up for that. You need the URL for the snapshot, and then you take that URL and you tell it where you want it. My Superbase doesn't look like the one you were showing. So what's different? On the left-hand side here, you should have edge functions and so forth. If you are seeing this, then you need to click on the project that you created, and then you will see edge functions. So that is that. And if it looks different to that, then you're not logged into Superbase. Superbase only looks like one way. The only difference is you might be in dark mode, so it could be black instead of white, but that's the only difference. All right. Importing a snapshot into my Go High Level sub account. All right. And this is navigate to them. Okay, it might be that you can't do it in a sub account, Joanna. It might be that you can't do it yourself, and that the agency has to do it for you. I have a sub account from a white label of Go High Level. Can I add a snapshot? Yes, you can add a snapshot to your Go High Level sub account, even if it's part of a white label setup. You must access the agency data. Yeah, so it looks like I have to do that for you. So you'll have to send me the snapshot, and I'll have to import it for you. So you'll make sure you send the actual snapshot and not some link that I have to sign up for, and I will do that for you. All right. For those of you that don't have Go High Level and want Go High Level, I can give you the link to what's going on here. Hold on a second.
Hey everyone.
Shush. Text expander. All right, I'm going to put the link for Go High Level into the chat. No, I'm not. It's not working. Come on, search. No, I need to find that link, and let me see. Do I have it here? No. Do I have it here? No. Yeah, I need to find that link for you, and I'll put it into the chat later for you. What edge functions do I create to add new API keys? You don't need to create an edge function. You ask Famous to set up the system for you, and Famous creates the edge functions for you. This is a no-code vibe coding system, so you don't need to add any edge functions. The system does it for you. Just explain in Famous. Let me go back to my Famous prompt. Go let me close this window. You go back to Famous, and you're going to say, I would like the system to be able to connect my users to their MetaMask account using an API connection. Please set up the front end and back end for this connection, and let me know if you need any Supabase secrets setting up for this, and then press go. Simple as that. If you can tell me in a webinar what you would like, you tell Famous exactly the same way, with as much detail as possible of exactly how you'd like it to work, and Famous will create it for you. That's the whole point of Famous. Got it for David, supposed to be for certified trainer. This is only what I got from him. Okay. I can talk to David about I can talk to let's see, but that isn't David's link. That is certified AI trainer. Oh, he's inviting you to use his white label of that's what this is. This isn't a snapshot. He's inviting you. You've been invited to use high level by so he's actually given you the affiliate link for you to buy high level through high level. That's what he's given you. That's what this is. It's an affiliate link for you to buy it, and then he gets commission. But then you'll be paying $97 a month instead of what you're paying now. This isn't a snapshot. This is an affiliate link. So, all right. Awesome. Any other questions? Any other questions? If not, we're going to finish off so we're not just waffling and talking to ourselves. Is there anything you'd like me to show you? Is there yeah, and Dave and I speak on a daily basis, Joanna. So if just tell him to tell me, what you need, and between the two of us, we'll get it done. It keeps running off old APIs that's running the app on test nets, and I can't get it to understand. I need to update the API key. So in Supabase, do you have a Supabase secret that has a old API key in it? If it does, then update that secret. If it doesn't, you're not running off old API keys. You're running off mock data. It's just mocked up what your site is going to do, and now you need to prompt and tell it to stop using mock data and start using the real connection with the MetaMask developer API key that you're going to feed it. So if you don't have a MetaMask developer API key, then that's your main problem right there. You need to do that first. Awesome. No other questions? Going once? Going twice? All right, guys. I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming by. My next webinar will be Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern on Friday. And that's when we'll be covering more of famous related stuff. So if you've got famous questions, famous problems, you'd like to see something cool, I normally find something that I've been doing and that I've just worked out. I'll probably be covering the new Genius and Bulldozer mode that we now have in Famous and what that does. For those of you that are haven't prompted much this week, there's also the new pricing model. No longer billed per message, we're now billed for the actual work done and time that it took to do that work, as opposed to singular messages. So bear that in mind when you're giving it long prompts. It's now actually better to give Famous shorter prompts so it can do the work in less time, and then obviously more accurately because it's a shorter prompt. So we'll see you Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern is my next webinar. Don't forget to register beforehand, and I will see you then. Thank you so much, everyone. See you soon.